Greetings and welcome to People and Events, where stories come alive and voices are heard. I'm your host, Ogochukwu Ona, and you are in the right place and the right time. In the next few minutes, we'll cut through the noise to bring you inspiring events, some of the people behind the headlines, and those being celebrated for their contributions to the world. So, stay tuned. Let's dive in first with the Africa Tourism and Creative Economy Expo 2025, where a measuring tool named Cultural Meter, invented to monitor the tourism growth trajectory of the 54 African nations' creative industries process, has been unveiled in Abuja. The tool will be used to measure the GDP Africa countries contribute to their tourism sector annually. Let's get the full gist from Gufar Shaji Ugwany.
The stage is set and the energy is palpable. The Hausa dance troupe takes center stage at the African Tourism and Creative Economy Expo 2025, captivating the audience with their vibrant rhythms and mesmerizing moves. The African Tourism and Creative Economy Expo 2025 is committed to promoting and preserving Africa's rich cultural heritage, and this performance is an example of the continent's vibrant artistic spirit. A highlight of the African Tourism and Creative Economy Expo 2025, which aims to promote African culture, tourism, and economic growth.
We believe in the power of tourism and the creative industries to transform Africa's economic landscape.
To increase Africa's contribution to world trade from less than 3% to at least 10% by the year 2030. And to raise Africa's share of global tourism from the paltry 5% that it is at the moment to at least 20% by the same year 2030.
The opportunity to invest in tourism opportunity is enormous. God has blessed us with the clement weather and then historical sites, and with over 54 ethnic nationalities with different ethnic content to give to the world.
The event also features exhibitions, all designed to celebrate Africa's rich heritage and promote sustainable tourism practices.
Let's now talk movies. Nollywood, Nigeria's vibrant film industry, has become a significant player in the global entertainment landscape. With over 2,500 films produced annually, it is the second largest film industry in the world after Bollywood. In this package, our creative economy correspondent, Gufar Shaji Ugwany, tells us that the latest Nollywood release, Seasoned and Single, tackles the societal pressures faced by single women in Nigeria particularly those approaching 40. The movie, shot in Abuja, explores themes of independence, self-discovery, and the challenges of meeting societal expectations. Let's say this.
Single and seasoned. It's an evening bursting with excitement. Here on this red carpet, Abuja residents gather for the screening of the latest Nollywood movie, Single and Seasoned. The storyline tackles the societal pressures faced by single women in Nigeria, particularly those approaching 40. The movie, shot in Abuja, explores themes of independence, self-discovery, and the challenges of meeting societal expectations.
Well, this movie is dealing with the dilemma of matured single ladies. You know, once ladies are approaching 40s, and especially if they are gone past, it becomes as if it's a taboo to exist in the society that we live in. We have pressures from family, from church, from your career, everywhere, even from romantic relationships. So we had to put this out there to encourage ladies that life is beyond getting past 40 in life. Sometimes real life really starts after 40.
We're able to paint the picture that you're not married doesn't mean you cannot be successful. Marriage is good, we all agree. But if the husband no come, you don't go out buying husbands or shopping them. It's a movie that when you watch, you're actually going to connect with the characters, follow them, and also understand how to live your life.
I played the role of Daniel. Daniel is a staff in Dobe's company, and BC is Dobe's friend in the film. BC is a single mom. Her children used her phone to, should I say, scam me or to scam Daniel and get him to have a romantic affair with their mother. So here is Daniel for you.
As the evening set in, guests settled in to watch the movie.
Must the woman submit her freedom just to accept Nancy? This thing called marriage in history, I don't understand it. Those that are inside are not happy. And those that are outside are struggling to get in.
As Nollywood continues to evolve, its impact on Nigerian culture and the global entertainment landscape will only grow. With movies like Seasoned and Single, the industry is poised to inspire and entertain audiences worldwide. Single and seasoned.
It's time for a break. Stay tuned. Now, Africa's leading voices in gender inclusion are in the spotlight as several activists and eminent leaders bag top honors at the Africa Women Conference in Accra, Ghana. Their unwavering commitment to promoting gender equality and advancing the rights of the girl child across the continent earned them prestigious recognition at this year's event. The 2025 award recipients were celebrated for championing policies, driving impactful programs, and leading grassroots initiatives that continue to restore hope for vulnerable women and shape a more equitable future for Africa. Olusheye Adeagbo has this.
For 3 days, Accra, Ghana welcomes delegates for the 9th Africa Women Conference, AWC, a premier gathering uniting women leaders, policymakers, entrepreneurs, young girls, and change makers from across the continent and diaspora.
Some sing a song for women everywhere.
Under the theme, Legacy Meets Innovation, Women Forging New Pathways for Africa's Sustainable Development, this year's conference focuses on gender inclusion, digital empowerment, and sustainable development for women and girls.
As we return to our respective countries, let us carry both legacy and innovation with purpose. Let us monitor the younger women coming behind us. Use technology to solve local problems. Advocate boldly things that uplift African women.
And for me particularly, I'm very excited about, the conclusion or the agreement to come about a Pan-African film village that helps African women tell their own story.
A major highlight of the 2025 AWC is the Awards Gala, which showcases Ghana's rich cultural aesthetics and honors several African leaders for their tireless efforts in promoting gender equality and protecting the rights of the girl child.
This is a kind call to do more for African women, to be more inclusive.
Congratulations, and that means to all of you, keep hope alive. Dreams do happen in AWC.
It's a great deal of honor and it's a call to serve more. And I pledge my commitment to the African women that I will do more.
Hope of shelter. So when they said anything hope, is because we are assisting vulnerable ones.
What has been shown here demonstrates that the African we want, but the African Women Commission we can achieve.
Congress delegates say the awards go beyond symbolism. They represent a growing recognition that women's leadership and protection of girls' rights are essential to Africa's development.
Abuja, the nation's capital, once again played host to the old boys of the famous Barewa College, Zaria, Kaduna State. The 2025 edition of the reunion featured a lecture on leadership and legacies and recognition of outstanding old boys. Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara brings us the sights and sounds of the event.
It is on record that Barewa College, established in 1921, has produced 5 heads of Nigerian government and 29 state governors, amongst other top and influential leaders across the public and private sectors. In keeping the memories alive, in their different colors, ages, and gender, the old boys of the college converged on Abuja to share ideas on more innovative ways to sustain the school's decades' legacies.
As we look back on our journey, we are reminded of the values our school instilled in us: excellence, discipline, character, learning, and camaraderie. Those values have shaped us into the unique individuals we are today, and we are proud to call Barewa College our alma mater.
Let us strive to leave a legacy of excellent leadership, service, and positive change, inspiring generations of old boys.
And there was no better way to do so than a lecture on leadership and legacies, shaping the future through influence and impact, where the old boys were reminded to intensify efforts and be more committed to the college's vision as an incubator of knowledge.
Any leader, any person in a position of authority that does his best not to disempower people, but to empower people, have a vision and make them buy into the vision, you are a leader.
Barewa has a legacy of its own that is unprecedented in the annals of this country's history, producing more heads of state than any other school, producing more chief justices of the federation than any other school, producing more heads of the military than any other school. So there's a legacy there to look up to and to preserve.
National President of Barewa College, Old Boys Association, General Alwali Jaji Kazir, is not in doubt about the college's product, capacity and capability in the manpower need of the country as demonstrated by its past leaders.
Let us build sustainable channels for transparent communication, additional inclusive decision making, and accountable leadership. I am confident that with collective will and discipline, Boba branch Abuja will continue to perform with competence, integrity, and compassion.
For keeping the vision alive, some distinguished members were honored. Expectedly, handshakes, banters, and warmth were not in short supply as they look forward to better days ahead.
All right, it's been tributes and tributes for the late former Minister of Foreign Affairs and Nigerian permanent representative to the United Nations, Professor Joy Ogu. The latest being that of friends and diplomats who assembled in Abuja to celebrate her life and times. Moses Ochibu reports and tells us that it was a night of songs as well.
It was a hall filled with emotions as political associates, top diplomats, friends, family and well-wishers took turn to share their personal experiences with the late Nigerian diplomat, who they described as not only a solution provider, but a bridge builder who gave her all for the country she loved so much. There was also testimonies on how she amplified Nigeria's voice with dignity and transformation.
Professor Ogu carried Nigeria's voice with dignity and conviction. She advanced a transformational vision of foreign policy centered on cooperation, sustainable development, the protection of women's rights, and the pursuit of durable peace.
As a very intelligent, reliable diplomat, I remember one day we got to New York, the pressure was too much, and the president was saying, why did they put all these programs? And I could see the pressure on her, but she smiled. JFK, we have a solution. She was the solution provider. I always say to people, if you want to be a solution, provide a solution. She was an amazing personality.
Professor Joy Ogu was recognized not only simply as a diplomat, she was also seen as a thought leader, mentor, and valued national asset, dedicated to encouraging dialogue, exchanging knowledge, and serving her country. She carried Nigeria's flag with honor, and through her, the world saw the strength, intellect, and grace of the Nigerian woman.
All the words that I have contemplated have already been used. The excellence, I think the word excellence captures everything, because Joy carried excellence not as a promotion or anything, it was a habit to walk.
Born on the 22nd of August 1946, late Professor Joy Ogu attended Rutgers University, where she earned both a Bachelor of Art and Master of Arts degrees in political science, with specialization in international relations and diplomatic history, an academic background that laid the foundation for her long career in public service and diplomacy. Having served as the Director General of the Nigeria Institute for International Affairs between January 2001 and 2006, late Professor Joy Ogu also served as the Minister of Foreign Affairs from 2006 to 2007 and later became the first female permanent representative of Nigeria to the United Nations from 2008 to 2016. Professor Ogu was known for her transformational leadership in foreign policy analysis and implementation. She died in New York, United States of America on the 12th of October 2025 at the age of 79.
A worthy daughter of the land, her footprints are visible. She's going to be missed. Now, life, they say, is transient, but impactful ones immortalize the person. This played out in the tributes to the late Reverend Daniel Agbagbo Nwankwo, as family, friends, and well-wishers gathered to bid him farewell. Kelechi Okata quotes them as saying that the deceased's legacies are testaments to the footprints he left in the sands of time.
The burial rites of Reverend Dan Nwankwo were a celebration of life well lived. Family, friends, and dignitaries gathered to pay tribute to the man they describe as a gift to humanity. Special features at the solemn service were special song ministrations. A funeral service held at Umekechi Asa in Ukwa West local government area of Abia State was a roll call of dignitaries, including the Abia State Governor, Dr. Alex Oti, represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Kenneth Kalu, and member representing Ukwa East and West Federal Constituency, Chris Nkwonta.
His Excellency urges you all to take solace in the fact that he led a long and impactful life. He contributed to the growth of his local church and society at large.
We will all die, and my prayer is that God will give them the strength, the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss.
Reverend Dan Nwankwo lived a beautiful life, a life worth emulation, and he has left a legacy which if the children follow the legacy, they will not have any issues.
Today, it has been Reverend Dan Nwankwo. Tomorrow will be maybe another person. The message is that we'll have to prepare, for we do not know our time.
The officiating minister, Reverend Ihaichukwu Ekpem, reminded those in attendance that death is a necessary end, urgent preparation to meet one's creator.
Naked you come, naked you shall return, according to the word of God. Only your soul returns to the owner. The body is a disposable container.
His remains were taken to the United Evangelical Church, Umekechi, where it was interred after the graveside formalities.
Ashes shall return to ashes, and we are dust, and dust shall return to the dust.
Reverend Dan Nwankwo, who died at the age of 90, was a dedicated teacher, sports administrator, and servant of God, leaving a lasting legacy. For the wife of the nonagenarian, Grace, and sons, the void left by his demise will be difficult to fill.
He was my best confidant. We've lived together for 64 years. So the separation looks very shocking.
Reverend Dan Nwankwo was a consummate family man. He was a man who lived his Christianity. He was a man who says a thing. He does not need a written agreement for you to know that he means what he has said. Our father lived a fulfilled life.
While he was Papa to me, he was a great man to me. But it was more significant that he was my first teacher who made me to know how to write.
Papa was everything a son should deserve. Papa was a total man, a sportsman, a spiritual man by excellence.
Other family members, including his niece, Beatrice Anyam, Manager News and Current Affairs, NTA Owerri, eulogized the late man of God.
He was loving, kind, he always made sure that we should have everything, he gives us everything we need. He was very good.
He showed us moral. We took to him in several ways, and before his death, he was happy with us.
My uncle, Reverend Dan, was a jolly good fellow, a man of God by excellence. He impacted the life of everyone who came around him.
Dan was a very neat, well-dressed young man, compassionate, polished in behavior and manners.
This man laid a foundation that we are all building upon.
Reverend Nwankwo's impactful life included serving as a teacher from 1954 to 1976, leader of Nigerian Union of Teachers, and pioneer secretary and treasurer of Aba Area Conference, United Evangelical Church.
What will people say about you when you are gone? This is a food for thought as we wrap up this episode. See you next time, and always remember to stay safe. I am Ogochkuka. Ona.